How does NAFTA CUSMA affect my business? The original NAFTA reshaped North American trade for decades. Its successor, the Canada-United States-Mexico Agreement, often called CUSMA, keeps most of that structure while updating rules for modern supply chains and digital commerce. For a U.S. business selling into or sourcing from Canada, the agreement's practical impact shows up in three main areas: tariff treatment, origin documentation, and the way you design your operations across borders. Preferential tariff treatment for originating goods. CUSMA's most visible effect is preferential tariff treatment for goods that qualify as originating in one of the member countries. When a product meets the agreement's rules of origin, it can enter another member country at reduced or zero customs duty. That means lower landed costs and the ability to compete more directly with domestic producers. If your goods do not qualify, they pay regular most favored nation duties, even if they move between member countries. So, origin status is not a formality. It is a key cost driver. Rules of origin and their business impact. Rules of origin under CUSMA are technical. They specify how goods must be produced, which tariff headings components may come from, and how much regional value must be added. For simple products made entirely in one country from local materials, meeting origin rules may be straightforward. For complex goods with components sourced worldwide, origin analysis becomes a real exercise. Businesses that ignore this and assume that assembly in the United States or Canada automatically qualifies can find themselves claiming benefits they are not entitled to, risking assessments and penalties. Origin documentation and customer expectations. To claim preferential treatment, importers need origin documentation from exporters. That can take the form of standardized certificates or structured statements containing specific data. As a supplier, your customers will expect you to provide origin documentation when you claim that your goods qualify under CUSMA. If you cannot, they must pay regular duties, and your competitiveness suffers. Building origin documentation into your sales and fulfillment processes is part of being a serious player in cross-border trade. Supply chain design across borders. CUSMA does more than reduce duties. It influences where you place production, assembly, and warehousing. If moving a final assembly step into North America would tip your product into qualifying status, that might be worth the investment. Conversely, if your goods will not meet origin rules no matter what you do, you can stop chasing unrealistic duty savings and concentrate on other ways to optimize. You treat the agreement as one of the variables in your supply chain design, not as an afterthought once everything else is decided. Sector-specific rules and opportunities. Some sectors, such as automotive, agriculture, and textiles, face particularly detailed rules under CUSMA. If you operate in those spaces, the agreement may affect you through specific content thresholds, labor rules, or quota arrangements. That can sound daunting, but it also creates opportunities for businesses that are willing to structure operations to meet those thresholds. For smaller firms outside those sectors, the main effect is more general: the ability to ship many goods duty-free when origin rules are met. Impact on services and digital trade. CUSMA also includes chapters on services and digital trade. These provisions can reduce barriers for service providers, support data flows, and clarify how certain cross-border digital activities are treated. While they do not create the same visible duty savings as tariff provisions, they can influence how you set up e-commerce operations, how you handle data storage, and how you think about cross-border service delivery. For many U.S. businesses, the cumulative effect is a more predictable environment for selling services as well as goods into Canada. Dispute resolution and regulatory cooperation. The agreement contains mechanisms for dispute resolution and regulatory cooperation that shape the landscape in which you operate. While you may never interact with these mechanisms directly, they help keep trade relationships stable and provide channels for addressing disputes over dumping, subsidies, or regulatory barriers. For individual businesses, this stability supports long-term planning and reduces the risk that sudden policy shifts will disrupt established trade flows, compliance, audits, and risk management. Taking advantage of CUSMA's benefits brings compliance responsibilities. If you claim preferential duty rates, you must be able to prove that your goods meet origin rules. Customs authorities can audit your claims, requesting supporting records such as bills of materials, production records, and supplier declarations. If they find that goods did not qualify, they can deny benefits and assess duties, interest, and penalties. Managing this risk means building documentation and periodic origin reviews into your normal operations rather than treating them as special projects. Strategic communication with customers and suppliers. How you talk about CUSMA with customers and suppliers matters. Over-promising on duty-free status without solid origin analysis sets you up for hard conversations later. A better approach is to confirm which products genuinely qualify, document that status, and communicate it clearly. With suppliers, you may need to negotiate for detailed origin information or adjust sourcing to support origin status. Those discussions are easier when you can explain how CUSMA rules link directly to landed cost and competitiveness. Final thoughts. CUSMA affects your business by shaping duty treatment, origin documentation obligations, and the design of your North American supply chain. It is not a blanket promise of zero duties on everything, but a framework that rewards goods and services that meet specific regional criteria. If you understand those criteria and bake them into product design, sourcing, and documentation, the agreement can be a powerful asset rather than a source of confusion. For businesses building a practical playbook around CUSMA rules and opportunities, you can find more structured guidance on our website. If you require assistance with Canadian tax matters, our team is ready to provide reliable professional support. Please contact us at 416-283-8774 or visit theaccountingandtax.com for more information. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.